Hello, bonjour, そしてこんにちは. Welcome to another episode of Cultivating Your Vocabulary. I'm your coach, Kaz. In my previous video, I explained the origin of the word service. We learned that the meaning could be different depending on the language you are speaking. For instance, in Japanese, sabisu could mean something is offered by a restaurant or shop, and that in French, un service could mean a favor. If you missed it, here are the links to the video. In this video, I'd like to introduce another word that we hear in English, French, and Japanese. We'll first check its pronunciation in 3 languages, then its etymology and usage, and finally, we'll take a look at other related words. And today's word is not water, but source, as in natural source waters.
How do you pronounce this word?
In American English, it's source. It sounds like course or horse. In French, it's source. It sounds like bourse or course. And finally, in Japanese, it's sauce.
Oh, the Japanese pronunciation sounds like sauce.
Yes, it's the same pronunciation in Japanese.
Isn't it a little confusing?
Yes, it can be. But in English, sauce sounds like boss. Let's find out the origin and usage of the word source. You have probably heard of energy source, source code, source of income, taxation at source. In Japanese, that's gensen kaze. Gensen in Japanese is source. And as you can see, we use source in many other combinations. Now together, let's discover the origin of the word source. Source comes from Old French source. It's the past participle of sourdre, which means to rise or to spring up, and it's originally from the Latin surgere. Now that you know the origin, let's check out other word connections. First off, we have the word resource. This is usually a supply of money, materials, or staff, or other assets. In a company, we have the Human Resources Department, or HR. You've probably heard of natural resources such as wood, air, rocks, the sun, oil, and so on. Then we have the word to outsource, which is when a company hires another company to do a job. And if you are familiar with IT, you have open source, which is usually a source code that is available for free. Source can also mean origin, birthplace, starting point, etc. Now you know the meaning of this word and its pronunciation.
It was very informative.
Let's wrap up today's video. As we demonstrated, you can learn a lot from just one common word in 3 languages. Not only did we learn the origin of the word source, we also learned something about how its usage is different in English, French, and Japanese. For my Japanese viewers, source and sauce are different in pronunciation and spelling. Finally, we saw many related words like outsource, resource, and human resources. Source is used in many word combinations. By the way, one more thing, in French, un retour aux sources means back to basics or going back to your roots. In my case, I often say Je rentre régulièrement en France pour un retour aux sources, which means I regularly return to France to go back to my roots. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something. If you did, please hit the like button, share, and comment. Also, please consider subscribing to this channel for more content like this one, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, au revoir. ではまた。